All right. So as I was saying, this session is recorded. So even if you miss some things tonight, you'll be able to grab this webinar from our official YouTube channel, or if you're a member, you can grab it from your member back office. So let's get into our presentation for this evening. Again, I hope that everyone can hear me loud and clearly. My name is Liver Wank, founder and CEO of Flow Money System. Let's talk a little bit about Flow Money System, what it's about, who we are, and a little history. Well, Flow Money System is a company. We're registered in the beautiful country of Barbados. And we would have started around 2015 as a fiat-based service-oriented platform. What that basically means is we were offering services to our membership, and of course, fiat meaning that we were using the traditional money as most people are familiar with: U.S. dollars, pounds, sterling, euros, whatever it may be. That is known as fiat currency. Well, on November 1st of 2017, we relaunched Flow Money System as a cryptocurrency platform, primarily Bitcoin. This is a photo of myself. If you've never seen me, you were wondering if I'm a real person. I can assure you I am very much a real person, no doubt about it. I'm a traditional business owner, because I believe in multiple streams of income. I've had 17 plus years experience in the industry of direct sales and marketing. I've built and been part of organizations into the thousands. And I've made quite a lot of money in the industry of multi-level marketing and direct sales. I absolutely love it, and I love what potential it gives to average persons to change their lives. It certainly has changed mine. I've seen it change the lives of many other persons, and I believe that is still one of the better ways for someone without a lot of money, a lot of connections, and probably not even a lot of time to be able to change their financial situation. I'm an investor, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a coach to many persons and a mentor to many persons as well. I do believe at the end of the day in life, it's not about what you can achieve, but it's about what you can help other persons achieve. And I think that the more successful people out there are those persons who found a way to help other persons solve their problems and achieve success as well. That is what persons are going to remember you for, not what you have or what you've accrued, but more so how many people have you been able to help? How many lives have you been able to change, to touch, and to impact in a very positive manner? And that is what, for me, drives me in this industry. Yes, we're in this to make money, but at the same time, what's the fun in and the point of making a ton of money if all the persons around you that you care about are still fighting and struggling? To me, that is not fruitful. All right, so guys, that's a little bit about myself and the way that I think, and a little bit about our company as well. Now, a couple of things that I believe in, if you're looking to bring a business into the market, one of the things, or a couple of things that you have to pay attention to is these 4 points. I like to start with conception. Of course, you have to have an idea as to what you want. I think one of the problems a lot of people have is they know they want to get out of the rat race. They know that they want a better life and a better lifestyle, but they don't know what they actually want. They're not specific. They're just random. They're just vague. And I'm telling you guys, you have to know exactly what you want and what you want to do with it. And what it's supposed to be like, so that is where innovation comes into play. After you've conceptualized your idea, your business that you would like to have or to do, you have to find a way to make it bring it to reality. You have to find a way to bring it to reality. You also have to find a way to innovate that business into a moving vehicle, because just having it as an idea is not going to do very much for you. You have to bring that out into the world and look at the best way to actually assimilate that idea and that concept into actual reality. Like The Secret. If you watch The Secret, there's a section where it says thoughts become things. Everything that is around us today is literally not just a perception, but it is the fulfillment of someone's thought. Someone thought about it. The very computer system that I'm speaking to you through right now, it had to be someone's conception first and foremost. Then they had to find a way that they can make it work, hence innovation. And then they had to find a way that they can assimilate it into the market And of course then you have to educate persons about your product, service, or so on. And those are some of the things that you have to go through when you're looking to create a successful business. There are certain stages that you have to pass through, and in business, period. And of course, I'll tell you this: education is by far one of the primary things that you have to pay attention to, because if people don't know what you have and the benefits of it, even if it's the greatest product on earth, but people just don't understand how it can benefit them, then you're almost still at square one. Let's talk a bit about Flow Money System. Now, I like to call Flow Money System a Bitcoin woman, because woman being the acronym word of mouth advertising network. That is pretty much what we are, guys. Flow Money System allows us, through word of mouth marketing, to share the tremendous benefits of our company. We also offer various services, which you'll soon get to hear about as well. And of course, we are tapping into the Bitcoin boom. We are a Bitcoin based platform, and we allow you to earn in Bitcoin. We'll talk a little bit about Bitcoin and what it is, and why it's such a big deal right now as well. Not only do we allow you to earn in Bitcoin, in an active way, but we also have passive investment via Bitcoin that you can tap into as well, which a lot of persons are actually taking advantage of, because, well, as we go on, you'll see why. But it's a very, very good way to generate additional Bitcoin without having to do a lot. So a little bit about Bitcoin. The history of Bitcoin goes back to 2009, when someone under the pseudonym of Satoshi Nakamoto would have created and published the world's very first decentralized cryptocurrency. Now, Bitcoin was really designed as a way to uh, exchange value in terms of items and so on, and business, without having to go through the traditional intermediaries like the MoneyGram and Western Union and PayPal and others. These would have been obviously the primary ones. Bitcoin is really designed as just a way to allow persons to transact business faster, and obviously with a lot less fees. Well, the thing about it is, Bitcoin was not only allowing businesses and individuals to do more business internationally for a lot less fees, but at the same time, because it was actually being traded publicly, it was able to grow in value based on how investors felt about it. Well, the thing about it is, Bitcoin being a currency of the people, one global currency, versus having multiple different denominations of currencies. One global currency is actually a very, very powerful thing. And because of the limitation of Bitcoin, only 21 million that will ever be in existence, you got to understand that it creates a demand for this particular currency. You see, when you've got something that you can easily get, the value of it can easily be low. But when you have something that is limited, in fact, anything that is limited, anytime you hear the term limited edition, you know for a fact that it's very likely that the price of that particular thing will be higher than those other items that are easy to attain. Bitcoin is a limited edition currency. Um, 21 million will ever be mined, and what is circulating right now is pretty much what is being between buying and selling. But Bitcoin really is a currency of the people. It's a currency that people get to control, and not the governments, not the banks. All through since the inception of paper money, when the governments and the banks decided to come together and rob persons and steal your actual currency, which would have been gold and so on back then, took that gold, put it in Fort Knox and Federal Reserve, and then decided to give persons this paper trash and convince them somehow that this was worth what the same gold that they took from you. And they even made it law. You had to give up your gold, and it was crazy. But the thing is this: if you went into a bank with this paper currency and say you'd like to exchange it for the worth of it in gold, it's not going to happen. So it just goes to show you that it really was a trick and a ploy, and it worked extremely well, because today we've got people who are going crazy, literally spending their entire lives trying to just get this paper currency that they have no control over whatsoever. So Bitcoin now comes in and upsets that whole chain and movement, and says, no, we're going to put the power not in the hands of the governments and the banks, but we're going to put the power in the hands of the people. And because of that, Bitcoin has just gone crazy, because people have that power and have that control. And because of the absolute demand for it, the price of Bitcoin is going up like crazy. We've evolved, guys. We no longer use, gems and precious stones and feathers and shells as a currency form. That those times have evolved, they've changed, and it evolved to paper money, and now even that is changing, where now everything is becoming digital and virtual, ones and zeros. And this is the way of the future that we are currently living in. So a lot of people out there still don't understand a thing about Bitcoin. It's crazy. Just about a week or so ago, when I traveled, and when I got to the airport, and I'm coming through, and the customs officer, he stops and he asks me, what is my business here? And I told him, well, I'm here, a little vacation, and I'm just doing a presentation. And he said, presentation, what kind of presentation, what kind of meeting? I said, well, have you heard of cryptocurrency? He said, no. I said, you've never heard of Bitcoin at least? He said, I have no clue. I'm like, I said, bro, I said, this is the 21st century, man. You gotta do some research, because money as we know is evolving. I mean, go do some research on Bitcoin, on cryptocurrency. He hadn't even heard about it. So so understand that there are a lot of people who don't understand this, but it doesn't mean that it isn't moving all along. These things are changing whether or not we get it, whether or not we understand it. And those folks who do get it and who do understand it are making a lot of money. So this is one of the reasons why I'm very passionate about educating as many people as possible about the benefits of having Bitcoin. A lot of persons have already made their fortunes. If you bought $100 7 years ago, you would be sitting on about $75 million right now. And a lot of persons have not even didn't take advantage of that. Not that they didn't know about Bitcoin, they literally did not believe that it would have become anything of significance. And there are a lot of people, even right now, that may say, well, Bitcoin is worth so much now. Does it really make sense to buy it? But guess what? In a couple of years from now, there are going to be other persons who are going to look back on persons like you right at this time, and we say, oh my gosh, I wish that I could have heard about Bitcoin back in 2017. I wish I understood it. I wish someone took the time of day to educate me about the benefits of Bitcoin. I could be a millionaire right now. So, you really got to pay attention to how seriously are you really taking this stuff, because this is like having access to the world's greatest and best stock, but you're not doing anything with it. And it's not too late. Experts actually predict that Bitcoin could grow to $100,000 in a 10-year period. It's even being predicted by some that it could potentially hit $1 million in 5 to 10 years. Now, here's the thing. Does anyone actually know if it will happen? I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. It's all speculatory. Everyone is just speculating on what they believe may or may not happen. No one truly knows. What I can tell you is this. Clues are being left. And what I can tell you is this. Since it came out in 2009, this is 2017, and Bitcoin is already over 8,200 US dollars. I had a meeting that was this afternoon actually. I had a meeting this afternoon with a friend of mine. She was working for a very large company. She's no longer with that company. They downsized, and she's been home now. We connected. She says she's home now for a year, and she sees a lot of the promotions that we've been doing, and she's asking me about the flow money system and about this Bitcoin thing. She didn't understand anything about it either. When I said to her, I said, Bitcoin was worth 6, 7 cents a couple of years ago. I said, she said, you know what? Here's what she said. She said, you know what? I think I remember someone mentioning some Bitcoin thing to me for real. So she remember someone mentioned it to her a couple of years ago, but she never took it on. When I told her that Bitcoin is worth over $8,200 right now, she just freaked out. She's like, you got to be joking. I said, no, I'm serious. Guys, this is what's happening. People need to be woken up. We need to help them. All right? Because guess what? The world is changing. All right, and we have an opportunity to help people change with it and earn a lot of money. Now, just like your normal currency or normal cash, you would want to keep it safe, whether it's in a bank or what's not. Well, with Bitcoin, there are different what we call e-wallets that allow you to store your Bitcoin. There are different forms of e-wallets that are more secure. You've got vaults, Bitcoin vaults. You've got paper wallets. You've got Trezor wallets, which are offline hard wallets. So there are a number of different ways you can store your Bitcoin for additional security and safety. And I really would encourage you to spend some time making sure you secure your Bitcoin as much as possible. If you've got, for example, a blockchain account, I would suggest to enable secondary password security. I make sure that I have that on mine for sure. So even if someone were to get into my blockchain account with all of my Bitcoin and they try to send it to another Bitcoin account, they cannot because they have to have my secondary password in order to do so. I would encourage persons to start doing stuff like that. Yes. Now, in terms of shopping with Bitcoin, it is being done across the world. There are some places that are huge with Bitcoin, like, for example, Japan. Japan says within the next few months that about 260,000 different retailers will be accepting Bitcoin. That is pretty much phenomenal. So you can actually go to Japan. You can buy meals, shop for clothes. You can pretty much buy groceries. You can do everything with Bitcoin. And a lot of other countries are starting to implement this as well. A lot of companies that you're familiar with, like Subway and Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and Whole Foods and so on, you can use Bitcoin to pay for your goods, your items, and your services. Now, gone are the days where you have to go into a store with cash, guys. Those days are gone. Those days are done. You don't have to. You can go into a store with a card, plastic. And now you're going to be able to go into a store with a mobile phone, scan a QR code, and pay for an item. And that is actually already happening. A lot of companies are not only investing in Bitcoin, but many of them are endorsing Bitcoin in a very big way. Very big companies, even many accounting firms, as we know it, are endorsing Bitcoin because of the uses of that and the technology that it is also bringing as well. Microsoft has invested in Bitcoin in a major way, and Expedia.com, you can actually pay for your flights or tickets and so on using Bitcoin. So these things are already happening. They're already becoming mainstream, and we have to make sure that we go with the tide. You don't want to stay stagnant. All right. Now, if you look here again, you see a couple other companies that accept and use Bitcoin. If you didn't know this, you can actually buy a Lamborghini with Bitcoin. Yeah, which is pretty awesome. I watched a video recently with a guy who actually bought a Lamborghini with his Bitcoin. He got in when it was very early. Didn't think it would have become anything significant, but he had a good few Bitcoin that he had purchased, and now he's made a couple $1,000,000, and he's bought a Lamborghini with his Bitcoin. And based on what he would have purchased it, bought his Bitcoin at, and what he bought that Lamborghini at, it literally cost him. It's like saying it cost him a couple $100 for a whole Lamborghini. It's pretty darn awesome, guys. Talk about our services real quick. What are some of the services that you get with Flow Money System? Well, our Cashback Club, we're about to tell you all about that. Very, very exciting. We've got some leadership training material, different advertising platforms for our entire membership. Members can actually advertise, if they don't know this, they can advertise not only on our main website, but they can actually advertise within our website. Where everyone logs in, the first thing that persons could be seeing is your ad. Members who want to do that can easily contact support and indicate an interest in having an advertisement placed within the back office that every single member is going to see when they log into their back office. We've got a discount shopping service. That's also definitely going to be very exciting. Logo and graphic design services, guys. Web development packages. Profit sharing program for passive earnings for those of you guys who don't like to build teams. Affiliate referral program if you start to share with other persons. And coming soon, we've got some stuff like members only wholesale buying club and social media marketing and digital shopping app. All these are things that are already in the works. So we're evolving. We're not a company that is looking to be just here and doing the same old thing over and over. We are looking to evolve. We're looking to get better. We're looking to upgrade. We're looking to expand. And as we do that, it gives you the members, even more and more options to generate additional income and keep your money flowing, guys. We really want to put your money and your business on autopilot. Now let's talk about supply and demand. Now we're going to look at two different entities here. One being businesses, and we know that businesses want more of one thing: advertising. They always want advertising. They want more people to see what they have, more eyes on their product and more eyes on their services. And of course, consumers, they want more deals, more discounts. They want to be able to get something off. That is what consumers want. That's what businesses want. And if we can educate both parties on the benefits of using Bitcoin to do this, it makes everything happen even so much better and faster as well. Well, I want to welcome you and introduce you to our Cashback Club, which is currently in pre-launch stage, and we're still doing some development on it. We're still adding some new features to it, but I can tell you that it's generated quite a lot of interest as it is. Now, the Cashback Club really is a loyalty program for customers, for our members, and for all of our customers that partner with us. And how it will work is basically there's two different types of memberships that a customer can have. First one being a basic membership, and of course the second one being the preferred customer membership. We'll talk about that next. Let's talk about the basic customer membership first. Well, to become a basic customer or have that membership, you're looking at $50 US. That's a per year fee, so you're paying that once per year. Everything else after that is pretty much free. All right. What would happen is, as you start to shop at the various partner stores we're going to bring on board, every time you shop, as you start to shop, you earn points for your shopping. Nothing that is different to what you may already be familiar with, but you spend $5 US, you earn 1 point. Okay. Now, every point is worth about 10 cents. So the more you shop over every day, every week, every month, the more you shop, the more points you accrue. So you're actually going to get those points. Those points then would be logged with Flow Money System as you submit your payment receipts as proof that you would have actually shopped at the partner stores. Once you do that, our support team will actually then compile and tally how much points you've generated. And based on the amount of points that you would have generated and what each point is worth, will determine how much money that you're going to get in cash back. Okay, so the more you shop, the more you earn. And the beautiful thing is, you literally get to go to your favorite stores that you already are shopping at. You can recommend, show them the benefits of this platform, and as those businesses come on board, and you don't even have to do all the explaining. All you do is make the connection, and as you do that, Flow Money System, the company, will then take over. We will continue the relations with the company and make all arrangements, and you will be paid for that as well. So that's another thing. So store points, guys, just bear in mind, can only be used with the participating businesses, and this is obviously a marketing strategy to allow those businesses or make even more businesses want to be on board. Just today, this evening, I was speaking to a lady who has a company, and she's a very good friend of mine, and she's had it for 10 years, about to celebrate her 10-year anniversary. And I shared this concept with her, and she was just excited for two reasons. One, she was already looking to expand her business. I was looking for different ways to market it. And two, Christmas is coming up. So when she heard about this opportunity and how she can now have more customers wanting to shop with her company, with her business, because they want the points, she just absolutely loved it. So you're going to hear more about that as we go on and as that business comes on board with our Cashback Club. Secondly, we have our preferred customers, okay? Now, our preferred customer benefits, basically, again, same thing, one-time yearly fee of $50 US. And this is where they generate what we call cashback rewards. As a preferred customer, okay, our customers would pay $20 per month. So this is optional. You can just be a basic customer and you earn points as you shop. However, if you want to earn points and earn more money, well, then you can become a preferred customer. You spend $20 a month, and we are willing to pay you, we're willing to give you, all the benefits of the basic customer, but we're willing to pay you $5 on every preferred customer that you refer. I want you to think about that for a second. If you refer just 10 other preferred customers, that would earn you $50 US in cashback rewards if you introduce 10 persons in a month. Well, here's the interesting thing, guys. You're only spending $20 per month. So it means that you're already into profit. You could introduce 20 members, 30 members. It doesn't really matter. You will get paid for each one. And not only will you earn when they register, but you're also going to earn every single month that they renew their customer membership. Now that is where it gets very, very cool. Okay. Not only will we give you those cash rewards, but we're going to also offer you what we call flow points. Now, you earn flow points two ways currently. One, you earn flow points for renewing your subscription each month, and those add up. And you earn a flow point for every preferred customer that you refer. Now, a flow point is worth 50 cents. So every point that you generate is 50 cents that you can then redeem in what? Cash back again. Now, this is pretty awesome because not only are you getting the store points when you shop at the store, but then on top of that, you're going to get cash and you're going to get flow points that also equates to what? More money again. All right. So there's a lot of benefits that are set out for the customers and for the consumers. I want you to think about this. How many people do you know right now that go shopping? How many people do you know right now that go in a month? How many people in a month do you think do grocery shopping? How many people do you think right now would be interested in saving money every time that they shop? I want you to think about that for a second. And if that figure starts to get pretty big, then you're going to probably start to get pretty excited. Now, for businesses, because we're now starting out, we're offering an early bird special. Businesses can actually pay just $125 for the period of the year, and their monthly membership for now is just only $75. When we fully launch and we bring our app out and everything, that is going to increase, of course. But for right now, everything we're just going to, starting at a very, very low and cost-effective price for businesses. Now, businesses have some perks as well. Let's say that you have a friend and they have a business and you want to share this with them. You got to ask yourself, what can I tell my friend that would make him or her want to add their business to this platform? Well, here's the thing. Let's say that their business has at least 200 persons every week. It may have it coming in every day, but let's say they've got 200 persons coming through their doors every week. So that's about what? 800 persons a month. Well, here's the thing. Out of that 800 customers per month, which we know is very likely to be way more than that, but we're going to keep it very, 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 moderate. Let's say that half of those persons decide, well, okay, yeah, I want to make money and I want to save money. So we've got 400 persons that are shopping and have purchased a preferred customer membership. Well, check this out. 400 persons multiplied by 2 persons is $800 that business now generates. Guess what? How much of their money did they have to put out to do that? None. Those $2 for every customer that registers per month, by the way, this is every month they renew, every month they get that business gets that earning. Well, guys, that could be a totally new income stream to the business that they don't have to worry about. So their monthly subscription, nothing compared. It's no financial burden. There's no on the business. There's no need to implement any complex systems to manage the initiative. It will generate an overall increase in customer traffic, obviously, because people want the incentives, people want the deals, the discounts, people want the points, they want the cash back. People are going to start to shop more, and they're going to shop with these specific stores more because there are benefits included. And what that does for the business as well is it gives them an acquired sales force of consumers that before persons may not have been shopping there, may not have been using a particular company or buying from that company, but now you've got people who want to talk about it because there's incentives in it for them. If that company had to pay salespeople to do that, they got to pay a lot of money. Here it is now, they don't have to do that at all, but you've got a lot of customers and consumers all talking about it, and the more people that come in, which means that's more points in the system that have to be spent with said businesses. It's a win-win scenario for both customer, consumer, and obviously for the business. All right, let's talk about our team building session, guys. I do hope that you love the cashback club. I do believe that it is going to be a major breakthrough for a lot of members who may not be into team building. But let's talk about the team building aspect really quickly and look at how can you make money with this. Well, guys, we know that Bitcoin is now not even 7,000, but Bitcoin is now over $8,000. And that's interesting because it means between last week and this week, one single week, the price of Bitcoin went up by $1,000. I mean, that is crazy. All right. So we're going to show you guys how to generate some Bitcoin very, very easily. Is this all legal? Of course it is. This is a crowdfunding program. And of course, crowdfunding or the crowdfund act, also known as the Jobs Act, was actually signed into the law, United States law, back in 2012, April 5th. And it's really just a way to allow businesses and entities to receive funds and donations from outside sources as a way to help them increase and improve their fundraising campaigns and generate income to get businesses off the ground. And if you've heard of GoFundMe or Kickstarter or Fundly, then you'll know that this definitely has a lot of merit, because these crowdfunding programs have raised billions of dollars, not just millions, guys, billions of dollars that have been used towards very worthy causes over the last couple of years, and they continue to do so. So why not crowdfund but have Bitcoin be your source income? Now, it's only a one-time payment of 0.01 Bitcoin. This is totally separate, distinct, and outside of the Cashback Club, by the way, guys. This is for those people who want to build a team outside of build a team of shoppers instead. They want to just build a team of associates who are marketing our membership. So it's a one-time payment of 0.01, which is roughly about $80 right now. No hidden fees, 7 levels of advancement going from silver all the way up to diamond. And every time that you refer someone to your business, you earn Bitcoin. 0.001 Bitcoin for every direct referral. Now that is probably going to be about $10, might even be a little over $10 US per person. Per person. Let me tell you something. That adds up. And it adds up pretty fast. People already love the fact that it's a one-time payment. Makes it very easy to promote this business. And as you earn from referring others, that starts to add up very quickly. Then you've got our matrix bonus, which is basically 2 tiers, okay? Now, what does that mean? 2 tiers means that you've got a level 1, you've got a level 2, or tier 1 and a tier 2, okay? This first level, which is known as silver, basically is where you start. Everyone starts out, they pay their 0.01, and they become a silver member in Flow Money system. Once you've completed tier 2, which is the bottom level, which has 4 positions, you would have completed your matrix and you will earn what we call a matrix bonus. So we've got 2 bonuses so far. One, you earn for referring individuals to our platform, and you also earn for completing your matrix. Next up is re-entry. To create re-entry, or to re-enter into your another matrix, you have to complete the first matrix. You cannot just upgrade from level 1 to level 2 or from level 2 to level 3 just because you can afford to do it. A lot of platforms have done that, and persons have done it, and what happens a lot of the time is people upgrade to levels, but they don't ever get to make that money back. They upgrade to get ahead of the game to make sure that they don't lose any money when their team upgrades, but what happens is sometimes their team does not upgrade, and because of that, people end up losing money. In Flow Money system, however, it doesn't work that way. You are only upgraded when you have completed a level, and you're automatically upgraded as well. Now here's the thing, when your team completes the level, there's no ifs or buts or trying to decide if they should or not. They are also upgraded automatically to the very next level with you, okay? So here's what happens. You complete your matrix, you cycle, and a brand new matrix is open for you. That's pretty awesome. This happens for you and it happens for your team, of course. And there's no limits to how many times you can cycle in the matrix, because there's no limits as to how many times you can earn. It's a one-time payment, but as you start to build your team, you are pushing your team through silver. And as you push your team into silver, you move into another silver matrix. And when they complete their silver matrix, they're going to follow you right into your new silver matrix as well. Not only that, they're going to also follow you into the next and higher level. We'll explain that shortly. Let's talk about the Follow Me Forward feature. Members that you personally refer will always follow you when they complete a cycle and will automatically be placed into the first open position within your brand new matrix. Now, this helps to fill your matrices up fast, especially if you have numerous referrals. So in this example here, we see that you've completed a cycle and your new matrix is open. Well, if A, which is Andy, for example, completed his matrix, Andy is going to actually follow you into your new matrix over here and take up your first available spot. If Brenda went on to do the same thing, Brenda completed her 6 positions. Brenda's matrix is now complete as well. And because you are the one who personally sponsored Brenda, she's going to follow you into your brand new matrix. Now the question may be asked, now what happens if someone cycles before I do? But let's go back a little bit here. Remember Andy? Let's assume that the only person you had sponsored was only Andy. You hadn't completed this side here as yet. When Andy completes his matrix, he would actually fall right here. I hope you guys got that. So if you had not completed your full matrices yet, and the only person you have sponsored was Andy, but he went on to complete his matrix, he would fall into your first available position, or I should say your next available position in that same matrix. So Andy would have a spot here, and he would also have a spot here. Another thing that would happen would be Andy would be automatically upgraded to the level of gold, which is the next higher level. But because that you haven't cycled as yet, Andy is going to be randomly placed under someone else who's a gold. Pretty cool, because here's why. When you reach the level of gold, Andy's going to revert right back to under you again. So you don't lose Andy, not permanently at least. You only lose him only temporarily. He's going to fall under someone else who's already a gold. But from the time you become a gold in the business, Andy will be placed right back into your matrix and continue to cycle and follow you in your next level of gold as well. I think that is pretty awesome. You don't lose your team members at all, okay? So, that being the case, let's move on to our third bonus, which is known as the cycle bonus. Again, guys, it really does pay to help other people. You're going to earn anywhere from 0.001 Bitcoin to as high as 0.006 Bitcoin, 6 times the amount for every person that you refer. So think about this for a second. If 0.001 is worth roughly about 10 US dollars right now, then 0.006 is about 60 US per referral. That's a lot of money. That's a tremendous amount of money. $60 for every single referral. Wow. Guys, and this happens every single time that they complete a matrix from the level of platinum or above. Not just once. Every time they cycle at platinum or higher, you're going to earn Bitcoin that's paid directly to your Flow Money System account. Can't beat it at all. Let's look at the upgrading process. Upgrading basically is what happens when you complete a matrix, and from the time you've done that, you are placed in the next higher level. So let's say that your silver matrix is activated, okay? Once you've activated your silver matrix, you're going to earn the payout for it. You're going to cycle. You're going to be placed into a brand new matrix at silver again, but at the same time, you're upgraded to the next level here of gold. You'll notice that the amounts that you earn from the second matrix and on increase from 0.004 to 0.024. Now, the reason that happens is the funds that would have already come out to upgrade you to the level of gold, they don't need to be taken out a second or third time. So you get to keep everything. Okay? Same thing happens at gold. It costs 0.02 to activate your gold structure. When you cycle, you're going to be automatically upgraded to the level of sapphire, of platinum, but you're going to be placed into a second gold matrix. And all other matrices at the level of gold will be a lot more than your first matrix because you get to keep everything. Same thing with platinum. And guys, as you start to do this, if you look at platinum, your second, third, and on, all those matrices pay 0.117. That's close to $1,000 per cycle. Here's another thing you need to understand. See all these levels that you're going through? When you are upgraded from silver to gold and gold to platinum and so on and so forth, guess what? We call these dynamic levels of dynamic cycling because you get to earn in all of these stages and levels at the same time. You don't just only earn from silver because you're at silver, and when you go to gold, you only start to earn from gold. No, guys, you're going to earn up to 0.06 Bitcoin for every time you cycle in the gold structure, but you're still going to be able to earn 0.024 every time you cycle at silver. When you reach the level of platinum, you're going to earn 0.117 plus 0.06 plus 0.024 when you cycle as well. So it's pretty exciting what happens. If you start to add all of these figures up, it shows you what you can potentially earn altogether if you were to cycle in these matrices. Let's talk about spillover. Spillover basically occurs when an upline member sponsors someone or refers someone and they fall into your matrix, like as you can see in our scenario here. As that happens, even though you didn't bring those two persons in, it still helps to complete your matrix, or it helps to fill those spots up. If those two persons went and did the very same thing, well, now your entire matrix is filled. You're going to earn a matrix bonus, you're going to be upgraded to the next level, and you're going to get paid as well. It's pretty awesome. So you're upgraded, you get cycled into a new structure, and you get your matrix bonus still. Here's the idea, guys, just to show you what kind of monies you could be looking at. Now, as we do know, Bitcoin is now over $8,200. So it means that even these figures are going to jump up significantly. It's pretty awesome. And the beautiful thing is, even if you look at the cost to join our program, 0.01, it's still under $100. And it is a one-time payment. I know some person say, but why not have it like, why not it be like $10 to join or $20? Well, here's why. Because even if it was $10 to join and you still need to get 6 persons, what I found over the years is it's not the price, really. It's just that a lot of people are lazy. It's not the price. I've seen people pay $10 for programs and they still complained. They still did absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, I remember a couple of years ago, I was in a program. It cost $2 to join. $2. I kid you not. And would you believe there were still persons who were saying this is hard, I can't build this? It's not that people can't afford it in most cases. It's that most persons aren't willing to put the effort and the time and the energy and the work into building a successful business. So whether, guys, it's $10 or $100 or $300, if it was $300 and persons can see the benefits in it, they're going to find it $300. You got to look at it that way. You got to change the way you look at things and stop always trying to downplay whatever you have. Stop trying to look for the cheap way out. The bigger it is, yes, it's more to join, but guess what? It means that your returns are also much bigger. Something to keep in mind. Guys, as you can see here, this is already over $20,000 that you're looking at. Potentially, if you were to cycle once in all of these matrices for a month, that's $20,000 US. And of course, if the price now being $1,000 more, you can only imagine what kind of monies you're looking at, guys. Phenomenal. If you like the pay forward strategy, you can use that as by sharing it with persons. Let's say you wanted to pay for 2 folks, then you told those 2 folks, well, look, if I pay for you, you can pay for 2 people of your own. But if you did that and they did that, in no time your matrix is full. Like, that could happen within a couple of minutes. It can happen within your first hour in the business. You pay for your first 2 persons, and you say, look, guys, I'm going to pay for you on the wrong criteria that you pay for 2 as well. Could you imagine how powerful that would be and how fast your team would actually be building? Not to mention how fast you would be cycling. Every time you cycle is money. And if you just got 2 folks, just 2 single people, and if everyone just did that, guys, in 12 weeks, you'd have over 8,000 people in your organization. In just 12 weeks. Just find 2 who find 2. If those 2 found 2 who found 2 who found 2, in 12 weeks, you're making a tremendous amount of money. And this is really, really, really powerful. And if you're building a team with Flow Money System, I would encourage you to try to work this strategy. Make an effort that you say, you know what, guys, here's the game plan. When you get started, I want you to aim to get your 2 within your first week. That's it. If you can get more, fine, even better. But if you can get everyone that joins to get their 2 within their first week, it is absolutely amazing what will happen to your business and what will happen to your income. Now, we do have a passive program as well because we know there are a lot of folks out there who like passive programs. We want to make sure that we can cater to as many folks as possible. So our passive program is very, very simple program. It's not a high yield program. You're not going to be seeing huge returns that cannot be maintained or sustained. We're making sure that we give you returns that can sustain over a long period of time. We pay 150% over 150 days, and we do pay Saturdays and Sundays as well on weekends. Your return is 150%. Every day you will see that 1% paid into your account. We're not saying that you have to wait 150 days to get your returns. What we're saying is every day we're depositing that 1% revenue into your Flow Money System account, and you can withdraw it every single day if you so desire. The minimum deposit for this basic plan is 0.01 Bitcoin, and if you refer anyone else who purchases one of our profit share plans, we pay you 5% of the Bitcoin that they invested. Okay? Even if you are not yourself part of the profit share program. However, we also have a promotion currently running where we're paying 2% per day for the first 30 days of your plan, and 1% for the remainder of the 120 days, which is the rest of the investment period. Now, this plan actually yields you 180% return. So the first plan was 150%, minimum deposit was 0.01. This minimum deposit is 0.03, and it is 30% more than the basic plan that you have. So you have up to the end of this month to partake in this plan, guys. And if you do so, then you are looking at 2% per day for those 30 days, and then again 1% for the remaining 120 days. And I know a lot of folks have taken advantage of this, and every day they're seeing those returns. Now, if you're new to the industry, new to cryptocurrency, and you would like to learn more about the industry of itself, you can feel free to take advantage of our educational information found in our member back office. You can register, and as you become a member, you can have access to this. Also, if you are not a member, but you would just like to purchase the book, just to learn some more about Bitcoin, about the industry, about what to do, what not to do, how to protect yourself, where to, different sources of what can generate Bitcoin for you safely, you can check our book out, find it on the front page of our website, which is flowmoneysystem.com. That's flowmoneysystem.com. Check our ebook, purchase your book for yourself, and educate yourself. Education is the key, guys. And it's those persons who are taking that time to educate themselves that are making small fortunes, and in many cases, large fortunes as well. Find out how to profit with Bitcoin and with the cryptocurrency market as well. As time goes on over the coming weeks and months, you're going to get to see some more things added. One of those things is our affiliate commission program, which will be tied right into our marketplace, our FMS marketplace, where you will then have access to buying at wholesale different items and selling at retail and making a profit there as well. So I know a lot of folks are looking forward to this from messages that I've been receiving. Folks are definitely looking forward to where they can buy and resell as well. Guys, you got to think about residual income, because if you have residual bills, you have to have residual income. You should not have one income stream but have 7, 8, and 9 bills. That doesn't make any sense. You want to have some money put aside or some money coming in that you don't have to be touching every month. How awesome would it be to have an extra $300, $400, $500 per month coming into your account, coming into your bank account, whatever it may be, and that is totally separate to your income from your job. All right, it makes a lot of sense to have a residual income and to have an external income and extra income, and that is where Flow Money System is going to allow you to do. What is it going to allow you to do? Now, not only will you get it through our Matrix platform that is coming, but if you think about it, we already have a residual program which is tied into our Cashback Club. So if you want to generate a monthly income, you might want to check out our Cashback Club and start to build on that. Get your points accruing, but at the same time, remember, you're earning $5 for every person that you refer. Okay? So guys, I want to encourage you to get back to whoever shared this opportunity with you. Get back to them and get started. Every single day, literally, we have members joining from all across the world. It's just nonstop. Every day, we're seeing the group is growing, the business is growing, numbers are just going up and up. We just launched on the 1st. Today is the 20th, and we're into hundreds of members already. And there's no doubt in my mind, by the end of this year, we're going to have a couple thousand members. And the beautiful thing about Flow Money System is, especially if you're building the team, you don't need a lot of people to make a lot of money. I love that. It takes 6 people to complete a matrix. Just 6. And then as those 6 start to build their team, whether you bring new ones in or those same 6 persons start to cycle, and it pushes from gold, into platinum. And from platinum to sapphire, and it can happen so quickly if you're really building and focusing on your business. It's crazy. We have members right now that pretty much every 2 days, they're withdrawing about 0.01 in Bitcoin. So here it is, you paid 0.01 in Bitcoin, and there's some person who almost every 2 days, they're withdrawing that back into their Bitcoin wallets, and some persons withdrawing more. you know. So it's crazy what has happened this first month. There are persons in our business right now that this is again just 20 days, and I know for a fact there are members who've already generated over 500 US dollars, and in just 20 days already back to themselves, and they're not even building a huge team, but they've withdrawn some really, really good money. Think about this: how many people in traditional network marketing? How many persons out there do you know that in their first month generate 500 US? Not a lot. I can tell you, if you look at the ratios, there are not a lot of people that can say, hey, I generated $500 my very first month. Some people go for a year and not generate that. And we have more than one member that's doing it in 20 days. So we're definitely growing, guys. It's just a fantastic, fantastic opportunity. I'm gonna kind of open up right now and let you guys, have an opportunity. We've got about 8 minutes before our hour approaches, and I'm just gonna open the floor up and ask if there are any questions that you guys have. Feel free to go ahead and ask your questions. If you want to raise your hand, you can feel free to raise your hand, and I can unmute your mics and ask, let you ask your question. If you want to type your question as well, that's fine. You can do that. And if there's anyone who would like to make any comments, again, raise your hands as well, and I will unmute your mic. Outside of that, if there's not, then we're just going to go right ahead and close our session off for sure. Those persons, again, that would have joined us tonight for the very first time, I want to thank you for coming on. We do this every week, every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Caribbean time, AST, which is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday at 6 p.m. AST, which is Caribbean time, which is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do these sessions, very, very helpful sessions. We record every one of them as well. You can easily pick this up from our YouTube channel or from your member back office. But I just want to say again, congrats to all of those persons who are part of the Profit Share program that are seeing those returns every single day. It's exciting. It's really exciting to see members get excited about that. It's a great feeling that every single day you can look into your account and you see more money there than was there yesterday, even if you didn't do anything whatsoever. It's exciting for the members, I'm sure. It's exciting for me as the owner seeing that happening, and it's just going to get better and better and better. I can't wait to drop the December promotion. I know Christmas is a time where everybody is looking to make some extra money and so on. So you can be assured that our December promotion is going to be hot. So just listen up for that. It's going to come as we approach the end of November. You're going to hear all about that. But that is going to be a very, very exciting time to be part of Flow Money System. Guys, go up there and build your business with a passion. Everything that you do it with a passion. This business is definitely going places. And we are here for the long term. We are here for the long haul. If you're looking for a home, you found it. There's no more need to go jumping from hither, thither, and yonder to find an opportunity that will be around, that you can feel comfortable investing your time and putting your reputation into as well. Now you found a home, and that is with Flow Money System. I want to thank you guys for coming on. Hope you enjoyed the webinar. Look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday, again at 8 p.m. when we do this. Same time, same link, same place. And feel free to invite as many persons as possible to come on board and to come on to the webinar and hear what we do here at Flow Money System, guys. Whether you do it for the savings or you do it for the earnings, let's put your business and your money on autopilot. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.